Welcome to the Tom Bernard Show with
co-host Kathryn Brandt,
Alex Bernard Rasmussen,
Andy Brandt Bernard,
and Kristyn Burtt.
Okay, I got to tell everybody here, all the people that just said their names and all the rest of it, that Mom and I went to the airport yesterday to come back to Minneapolis.
True.
In Fort Lauderdale.
We did do that.
And at last count, we had run into about 11 people who listened to this show.
Woohoo!
Well,
so that was pretty cool, actually, running into all those people down there. And then another one said, "Oh, Joe Souchere does Joe does a great show. There's no question about that." But everybody, they were very kind the way they spoke about all of you on the show. And I was trying to hide that from you so you wouldn't get a big head, but it didn't.
Oh, not again.
Not again.
There you go.
But no, very, very nice people. Everybody we ran into was so nice.
Yes, and we had Xfinity here already this morning. Alex from the Ukraine, very nice guy.
Nice guy.
Ukraine.
From the Ukraine. He dug around in the back for an old phone. He's like, "I will find."
yeah.
I will find.
I will find.
Okay.
I should point out, I have never
Very nice
seen
guy.
a Ukrainian who was about, I would say, 6'6".
He's tall.
This guy was
I don't know.
tall.
Eastern Europeans are pretty tall, I think.
I suppose what it is.
Here.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. What is happening with you?
Well, I'm glad you guys made it safely with all the travel chaos.
2 hours late.
Yeah.
We were lucky.
2 hours late, 2.5 hours late.
Yeah, Bill traveled yesterday to San Francisco and they delivered him to San Jose.
Oh!
What? Why?
What happened?
Just a combination of the chaos with all of the airlines and weather. They delivered him to San Jose and they're like, we will deliver you to San Francisco airport per request via Uber. And I was like, per request, it should be mandatory.
Yeah.
So he hopped in an Uber that they paid for from San Jose to San Francisco.
I heard that San Francisco is one of the worst ones during the shutdown.
It's one of the biggest impacted ones, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So
I don't know why.
And the shutdown was for what reason?
The government shutdown, remember?
I know, but I mean, for what reason?
They weren't funding the air traffic controllers
So again, why?
because it wasn't passed in the budget.
It's part of the federal budget,
Which
which I don't think it should be, but
No,
it
it
is.
should not.
No, it
You're
shouldn't even
absolutely right.
be.
no.
Government shouldn't even run it, clearly.
No.
The congressmen shouldn't get their money until they nail out an agreement and everyone else gets paid. So
Yeah, using this for political points is just really
Yes.
stupid and unfair to everybody.
and also unsafe. It's
Yes.
just unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so. There's no question about it.
And yes, Donnell, this is Alex's dog. This
And
is
the other one
this is
just
May.
went that way.
here. Hi, Virgie.
Birch.
It's
Yep.
his tail.
Yep, you can see it.
A little
Jude,
bit in the corner.
Jude is laying on Maria Salazar's lap in Florida
As
In
one
Florida.
does.
on the back porch, having a
That sounds
nice.
nice.
How's Jude doing?
Jude's fine.
No, okay.
Yeah, he was very sick. He got his
He's fine. He's very
parvo.
sick.
Well, I mean, he's fine now. He was very, very sick. He had a parvo distemper shot, and he had a really bad reaction to those vaccines. So
He's a delicate
he
flower.
had to
that
be put
Yeah.
on medication, but he's fine now.
a very
Well,
there's
there
Birch.
you have it.
Birchie.
There's Birch.
One other thing I'd like to run past everybody is why did back in the day when I used to fly from here to Fort Lauderdale, it took about 3 hours and 10 minutes. Why does it now take 4 hours to get from what I just mentioned,
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale to Minneapolis?
Because-
Over 4 hours to
because
get here.
they count boarding time.
Oh.
And boarding
as-
takes forever
as
these
flight
days.
time because they basically built in a cushion so they can say that they have on-time arrivals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Well, this
why.
didn't work because it was 2.5 hours later, so that didn't do them much good.
Well, we're
wouldn't think.
lucky we had a flight. So
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
you're lucky you got out and
Yeah. now,
Got in.
now Sunday, we don't know if our return
Well, I
flight.
know
Hopefully you
that-
can get home.
You never know.
There was a flight attendant a Delta flight attendant was like, I can only speak to Delta, but they're prioritizing international flights, and then any flights into or out of a Delta hub are like the ones that they're trying to not cancel.
Oh,
So, and we're a Delta hub, so
that's true.
hopefully you'll be lucky.
That would be good.
That would be good.
No question about it.
And they're adding like 10% flights every day that they had just removed, apparently.
All right
That's
then.
the
All
deal.
right.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We had someone wants to know if you watched any movies on the flight.
I did.
Mom did, I did not.
Oh, dear.
I have to say, there's something going on with the in-flight entertainment. Was
Well,
Oh,
not
really?
anything new.
Mm.
It was, I don't know.
When we went
I
to
don't-
Vegas, I thought there was a lot of
Yeah,
good stuff.
I did too. But on this flight, I don't know. Maybe it's a really old plane with old stuff.
It's
but I
before
watched
all the Christmas movies come out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Alex, did you watch your Christmas movie last night?
I didn't watch the one that you recommended because I've been watching them in like 20-minute increments. Because like if I'm laying down with a kid
Yeah.
to go to bed, I'm like, oh, I'll watch 20. Because if I don't watch something, I'll fall asleep at 8 p.m.
Right.
And so I've been watching them in 20-minute increments. So I just had started The Christmas Contract.
The Christmas Contract.
I'm about 40 minutes into it now, but yours will be the one that you mentioned will be the next one that I start. I've already watched A Very Vintage Christmas, which has Tamara Mowry, I think. It's either Tia or Tamara. It's Tamara, right?
Tamara. It's Tamara.
Yeah. That was great. That was lovely. It like checked all the boxes of cheesy Christmas movie. And then I watched No Sleep Till Christmas, which was horrible and had nothing to do with Christmas. And the plot line was just stupid.
Oh.
So don't watch that one.
Keller Christmas Vacation on Hallmark is also adorable with Jonathan Bennett.
I
That's
love
good.
Jonathan Bennett.
I do too. I interviewed him and he's so good at what he does. Like he will answer every question, give you an amazing answer, and he's
Aw.
good at being an actor.
I'll never
A Keller
forget
Christmas?
A Keller Christmas Vacation.
a few
Vacation. Okay.
a few years
Adding it
ago.
to my-
I sat. So you know how when you're on a plane, you can like see the screen of like through the chairs in front of you. You can like see the person's screen in front of you. And the person in front of me was watching Hustlers,
Oh, yeah.
and I
That's
was
fun.
like, on a plane?
Yeah, there are some.
That's very weird that it's even
Yes.
available on the
Yes.
plane.
Yeah, well,
There are some
movies with tons of
movies-
nudity shouldn't. I
Yeah.
don't think should be on the.
They used to be edited. Remember when all of us would watch the same
Yeah.
movie at the same
Mhm.
time and they would edit
Yeah.
the movie out? All the
Yep.
F-bombs would be gone. All the
That was
nudity
the
would be gone.
in-flight
The TV
movie.
edit, yep.
Yeah, the screens had come down.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
then it was
gosh,
just
yeah.
they'd all be mirrored the same screen forever. So it's like
Yes.
our in-flight entertainment for today is, yep,
Amazing.
not anymore.
Amazing. Yeah, it's weird. Some choices that they have for movies on the plane is just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, let me put it this way: I didn't watching or checking out movies, television, all those categories. Couldn't find one thing I wanted to watch.
I know. It's always old episodes of Friends,
Yeah.
Frasier.
That's pretty much just what I watch
All
on
those
planes
old
because I'm like,
sitcoms.
it's reliable. I don't have to pay attention if like I need to go to the bathroom or
Do you have your airplane movie? Because there's always like the go-to. So the joke is that Crazy Rich Asians is the go-to airplane movie for everyone.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's so
almost watched it because it's
It's
long.
so
I watched
good.
it on a plane. Yeah.
Mm.
My other one was always it's a Steve Carell movie. Oh my God, it's the one where
Almighty?
he gets divorced. No.
Oh, not Punch Drunk Love, but something.
Oh,
else.
yeah,
Is it?
Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
That-
Crazy
That's it.
Stupid Love.
Yes.
That one. That
I've
is
seen
also
that movie like 15 times.
I love that one. Emma Stone's in it. Ryan Gosling, so
Fabulous.
good and very breezy for a
Yes.
flight.
I think the last time Melissa and I flew, we watched the Kim Possible live action remake.
There you go.
Sure.
There you have
We're
it.
like, you know what? Why not?
Why?
Why
I think we were a little old for it, but you know.
Hey,
I just got a message on my watch. No, Kathryn and Alex are not in prison.
Prison.
I'm wearing plaid number
Oh,
one.
my stripes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they both look striped.
Stripes
on
are
their-
in.
I'm in plaid.
Stripes. Back.
There you
Yes.
go. There you have it.
I should have worn my striped sweater. I bought 2 striped sweaters this year.
There
so
you go.
Look at that.
The
Yeah,
other
I've
Andy in the
got
chat, I
stripes
watched
are back.
Crazy Rich Asians last time I flew. And I think
Yeah,
Melissa and I
really?
we have seen that movie, and I think we saw it on a plane.
Yeah, the one time I've watched it, it was on an airplane.
When
Huh.
we flew
Absolutely.
to England last summer, I watched 2 Harry Potter movies because they're really long.
Fabulous.
And they're
Yeah,
English,
if you have
so-
a long flight, you
It's a
just-
long
yeah.
flight, and you can fall asleep, and you can wake up and you remember everything. So
Yep.
it's like, that's a good overseas one.
Mhm.
One thing before we move on from flights,
Mhm.
there were, what'd they say, 220 people on that airplane, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
220 people on the airplane, and they lost one of the meals, and it was mine.
Oh,
I'm
did
the
you order a
only guy-
special meal?
No.
You really
I'm gonna
do
close the
have
door.
like something about flying with you is always way more challenging than just
I
flying.
don't know why
It's
that
I
is.
think it's
because
a negative
yeah,
energy.
you bring
that
the
you
negative
give out.
energy.
Then if
Absolutely.
you didn't order a special meal, then how did they lose yours? Unless you were in the last seat in the last row.
Kathryn will have that.
Oh, because I had an upgrade thing from American Express.
Mm-hmm.
So we flew first class,
Mm-hmm.
2 of us for $850
Ooh.
because I got a free one, and you pre-order meals a week out, and I had double checked, double checked a million times, and I had a meal for him,
Mhm.
I had a meal for me, and they look at him and go, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Oops.
And then the flight attendant says, "Oh, a lot of times when you're flying 2 people on one ticket, they won't record the second meal."
Oh. What
I'm
do
like,
you mean
so
on
why
one
wouldn't
ticket?
they
Yeah.
fix that? Why
That's
aren't
so
they fixing
weird.
that? So if you are concerned about that, and if you are flying on an upgraded ticket like that, maybe have separate tickets so you
And
know you're going to get a meal. I don't
They
know.
know there's a body in that seat though on the manifest.
Yeah.
That's what doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
I know. That's
Yeah, and they don't have
confusing.
extra meals anymore. They're so chintzy about everything.
Right.
They don't have a spare meal.
Yeah,
So-
flying is so not glamorous. It's just not
Right.
good.
No, it really
Right.
isn't.
It's really miserable.
No doubt about it. So I just kind of sat there. And then you know what she did? She came and offered me like a cookie and some crackers.
No, she offered you a Southwest salad, and you said no.
Ah.
Yeah, 'cause
How
it's
do you know
loaded
you
with-
weren't on the plane?
Because
You
I
told me.
her.
Mom could be making that
And
up.
You who
also,
also
and also, Southwest salads are loaded with bell peppers,
They're
and
bell
we don't.
Yes,
peppers.
they
There's no
are.
way I
None of
can
us
eat
like
that.
those.
That's why I always go to the little Hudson News. Hudson? It's Hudson,
Yeah,
right?
Hudson.
Yeah.
And I spend $40
Yep.
on snacks before I get on any airplane because I'm just like,
That's
you know
what we
what? I boredom eat when I'm on a plane, and I eat stuff that I normally would never eat, like Gardettos
Candied peanuts.
and stuff.
Mm.
I'm like,
I go to Trader Joe's. I can't even handle the snacks at Hudson.
Yeah.
really?
And I bring them in my bag because I'm like, there's so many better snacks out there than what they sell at the airport. It's so.
There are, but I usually eat those anyway. And
Yeah.
so flying on a plane and road trips are the 2 times that I eat like garbage food.
Get those chocolate covered the coconut like patty thingies.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We used to
yeah,
get those
yeah.
every time we went
Yeah.
to Florida.
I actually saw those, and I thought maybe I should pick those up as a joke for the kids because it used to be.
every
They're
single time we
so
flew.
sweet.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so
disgustingly
sweet.
sweet.
I had one a few years ago and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It literally makes my teeth hurt to eat them
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
they're
they're
so
gross.
sweet. Like I love coconut covered things, but there are versions that aren't
Well,
42 grams of sugar per.
It's really saying
Little
something
square.
when almond joys aren't really too sweet for me, but those are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They are very, very sweet.
There
and
you
Mound
have it.
is Mound the one? It's basically just
Mound
coconut
is an
and-
almond joy without an almond.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's a Mound bar. But
Yeah. that's
One's
the kind of
dark
thing I-
chocolate and one's milk chocolate, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is it?
right.
That's
Dark
right.
chocolate. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had no
That
idea.
is true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I get when I go to Hudson
Mm-hmm.
News. I'm like, I'm going to get a candy bar and some trash, super salty chip mix
Yep.
stuff. And
Have you seen those social media videos about chocolate? And and this is coming off of Halloween, of course. Like a lot of people are like, why doesn't a Reese's peanut butter cup or different types of candy bars, Kit Kats and things like that taste the same like they did a few years ago? And there's like a female food scientist, and she's out there, and she's like, they have changed the ingredients to make it cheaper to produce, and they're adding things like more palm oil, so it's actually greasy. That's
so
why
it's
it
like
tastes greasy,
waxy
waxy to
tasting.
you.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's, I recently had a Reese's peanut butter cup that someone had they had the Halloween candy out. And I was like, this tastes awful.
Yeah. Get the Justin's. Justin's ones are good.
Yeah,
I don't
Justin's
even
really
like
good.
candy that much, chocolate bars and stuff that much to even bother. But I was like, that's why. That's crazy.
My kids both got skinny dipped, that brand,
Mhm.
peanut
the-
butter cups.
Yeah.
And Sage gave me his because I was like,
Oh.
you got a skinny dip? And he's like, you can have it. And I was like, oh, and
That's
it was
nice.
delicious. Like
Okay.
way, way, way better than a Reese's.
It's funny because it was Halloween 2 weeks ago, obviously.
Yeah.
Ethan still has most of his candy because he's not really that into it.
Well, Ethan
Oh.
doesn't really eat anything ever. So
That's true, but I mean, like he's got all this candy, and he's like he'd rather if he gets a treat, he'd rather get like ice cream or something like that.
Yeah.
my
He
kids
doesn't want the candy
My
that
kids
much.
were super into it for the first week. Like they were just digging through their bags
exactly.
like maniacs. And now it's in our laundry room because we'll put it
Out
out
of
of
sight.
sight because then
Yeah.
it's not like in their face all the time. And they're like, candy. But they've eaten all the stuff they really like. And what's left is just kind of like, meh. Every once in a while, Sage will go in and grab something or font, and she was just like, meh. I'm like, there you go.
Wow.
Yep.
This is just.
May, do you love Nana?
Nah,
If it's not Jude, it's May. You are like the dog whisperer.
I am the dog.
Well, May is,
Look at her.
pardon my
She's
French, but
actually smiling.
May's a bit of a whore for attention.
She
Yeah,
is a bit of
she
a
sure
whore.
If you will
is.
pet her, she will just
Well.
stick.
She's all
And
on
I do
all
it
of you.
enough, so that's why when I'm here, I'm like, no, go over there. Because
This
I have
is
to deal with her all day,
ridiculous.
every day.
She's ridiculous.
Are you a ridiculous dog?
She and Fawn
Ridiculous.
were sitting on the couch watching me work out this morning in the basement, and then May just kept on looking at Fawn, and Fawn's like, she looks like a seal. I'm like, she doesn't look like a seal.
a seal.
It's true.
It's not very nice.
Well, Fawn also was going, jump higher. I was like, okay, you're sitting on the couch. Why are you yelling at me to jump higher?
So travel day yesterday kind of worked out, but
Kinda.
It was fine.
It was
you
fine.
guys.
I know. But we wanted to go out to dinner with the kids, and we
Oh,
had this
yeah.
whole
Mhm.
after flight plan, and that
Yes.
just got.
So losing 7 hours of my time, of either trying to get on the right airplane, whatever, it's a challenge. To just sit there for 7 hours for me is not easy.
7 hours.
Yeah, what do you?
Well, the
you
thing
gotta
was 2.5
fly there,
hours late.
Or you gotta drive
Well, you guys went to
there,
the
you gotta
airport
go to-
super early
Well, we
for
went to
knowing
the-
your flight was delayed. I was like, why are you going to the airport?
Well, because I've actually had it where they've said it was delayed, and then all of a sudden they move it up.
I don't
So
think
you're
they can-
supposed
I don't-
supposed to go to the airport. You're supposed to get
They're
there.
doing that a lot now.
Yeah.
And in fact,
because of the shutdown. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
not
yeah.
even ahead of the shutdown, I had a flight to Boston, and I just went and parked myself in the United Club, and they were like, it's delayed, and then all of a sudden they're like, nope, it's going.
Yep.
So I
Undelayed.
was glad that I
Oh.
was in the United Club just sitting there because I would have
suppose,
missed
yeah.
my flight.
That's happened
Yep.
before when we've like been to the airport already and then things have been delayed and then they're like, oh, we're delayed 2 hours, and all of a sudden there's an announcement and it's like, it's actually taking off in 15 minutes, get on the
Oh,
plane, and then
there you
people
go.
don't make it back on even
Yeah.
though they're at the airport, but they weren't like paying attention. I'm like, oh, that's sad.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
it's
like
worth
United
going.
Club, because they'll send you the text like when you're in the club, they'll be like, you have to go to your gate now. So
Yeah,
at least-
Delta does the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
if you're on your
Yeah, that's
Sky
what we did.
Miles thing, you get text messages about it, and I'm
That's-
like, that's
Yeah, we just
very
parked
helpful.
ourselves in the Delta Club for
Why
an
not?
hour and a half, 2
Yeah.
hours.
It was very nice, actually.
Bring your Game Boy.
your Game Boy.
Bring your
Bring
Game Boy Advance.
Just
Push the
looking at
circle
the
of the moon.
people enough.
LAX United Club, they have these, they used to be phone booths when businessmen
Yeah,
would like
I
go, you
remember
know.
that. Oh, yeah.
I remember
So
Oh, yeah.
they've taken the old phone booths and they've turned them into soundproof booths.
Yep,
And
Minneapolis
there's
has those
a
too.
tiny desk in there,
Mhm.
and I just like grab my food, grab my laptop, and I park myself in there because
Yep.
I'm away from everyone, and it is so quiet. Because I find it is like sensory overload at the airport for me, so it's
Little
great.
bit, yeah. Yeah, Minneapolis
really?
has the
I'm
exact same things.
I like the noise canceling headphones for the airport and for
Oh,
flying.
mandatory.
Now that I've used
I don't
those, I
have
can't
those.
stand being on an airplane without them. That
It's so
drone
loud.
of the engine,
Yep.
yeah, drives me nuts.
I know. I always like
People-
in TV shows when they're on an airplane and they're having a quiet conversation.
Yeah.
It's like that is not. You can't do that on an airplane. You have to shout
yeah.
over the sound of the engine roaring in your ear.
And then
the entire
people's
time.
ears plug up and they're screaming at
Yep.
each other. And it's
Mhm.
like, why are they screaming? And it's like,
Yep.
because their ears are clogged.
I always love the
Don't know.
people that are, it's like the 6 a.m. flight and they are having a conversation with the person sitting next to them the whole flight. And you're like, it is 6 a.m. Be quiet.
I'm sorry, I'm that person.
Oh,
I go to dance competitions start like really early. Usually, you have to like be there at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm the one there that's like, "How's it going, everybody? Good morning, good to see you." Da, 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 da. And all the parents
That
are like,
is
"Stop
fun.
it!"
you're at an event, but on a plane where everyone's trying to like maybe catch a couple of extra minutes of sleep and
I'm
they're
also
gabbing behind you. Oh, that drives me
If I'm
nuts.
awake, I'm talking and enthusiastic generally. So
Donnell says May looks like she has some Jack Russell Terrier. It's rat terrier.
she does not have terrier.
No?
at all.
I thought she
Apparently,
did.
she's
No.
mostly. We did the as much as those
Yeah.
thingies, the blood test thing or whatever that you send in. It said she's mostly cattle dog and Chihuahua.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's cattle dog and Chihuahua,
I
which
thought
makes her
she-
look like a terrier.
I thought she was a rat terrier
For
mostly a
sure.
rat terrier when we got her. But then
Yeah.
you look at a rat terrier, I don't
They're
know.
more like muscular, where she's
She's pretty.
not terribly muscular.
May's
I could
quite
see
muscular,
She's
wiry.
actually.
I would
Yeah.
say.
Cattle
May's-
dog. I could
May's
see May
very
on a
athletic.
farm
She's so
hurting
kinky.
people.
She runs 3 miles with me, no problem, and just loves it. Although sometimes I don't take her with me because she likes to stop so much and smell every blade of grass.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
this is taking
I
too
like
long.
this in the chat. We flew back from Iceland and had to listen to people screaming in Norwegian for 8 hours.
Damn it, Dan.
It was like torture.
Oh, we've got a Norwegian family in our building.
Yeah, very
And
nice.
the guy is the son used to be a professional tennis player, and he is like the largest guy
Like 7'2".
I've seen. He's
A
so
tennis
tall.
player?
A tennis player.
Weird.
Yeah, and he's from Norway, and he used to and his parents are there sometimes to stay for a few months, and it's a put
They're
the fishy in the
lucky.
pot.
Oh,
It's
100%.
hilarious.
100%.
Yep.
Well, his father came with him, right? The tennis player had his wife with him, or girlfriend, whatever she was, but his father was there too. And I'm talking to him, and he goes, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "Minnesota." He goes, "Oh, Sweden, Norway."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
not
Norway
even-
they're from.
It's not even part
Maybe
of
it's
America to them. It's
I don't
just all Scandinavia.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes, they
Parts
all
of it.
went back when there was troubles.
Yes, the troubles.
yes, the troubles.
When there were troubles.
All the troubles. Margaret, Bella she was Yorkie, mostly. Yorkie, Chihuahua, Basset Hound.
Yeah, she was all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
She was a
She was a
weirdo.
weirdo. Oh, well.
Yeah, weird. Well,
Related.
Got a
That's
text.
really nice.
Going to Red Cow in Wayzata tomorrow. Any recommendations?
Oh, everything's
the
good
burger
there.
is phenomenal.
They do have a good burger.
Well, all their food's good.
If-
All of their food is good.
If you like weird, floofy cocktail type things, they're frosé. I don't usually like frosé at all.
It's usually too sweet.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
really good because it has like cucumber vodka and it's
Mhm.
not super sweet.
Yeah, it is good.
Mm.
It's really good.
It is really good.
A
Their
couple
frosé
years
is
ago,
really good.
Kathryn and I moved out to Wayzata. We went in for the very first time, and I'm talking to the manager and all the rest of it. By the time we left that night, every time I go in there, I am now known as the Godfather. Oh, the Godfather's here. They all do that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice. But now they got some new younger people. They don't even know who the hell the Godfather is, much less who I
Yeah.
am.
Well, that's true.
It was hilarious.
Well,
It's
when
like
did that come out? Like
72, I think,
Yeah,
71.
72. That
It's
was
been
a
a bit.
while ago. 50
It's
years.
been a bit.
Yeah,
So-
it all works out in the end. But yeah, Red Cow is just phenomenal. Really, really nice people, great food. It's always busy. That's the other part of it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, everything there is really good.
Oh,
For a
someone-
restaurant these days, being busy is a great thing.
That's true.
Mhm.
Someone else texted in turkey burger with Red Cow salad.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we got an audience recommendation for you too.
That sounds good. I love a good burger.
I love all that stuff.
What about me?
So, Kristyn, I know you got to go in like 1 minute, but I want to run something by you because, yesterday was a very, very long day. There's no question about that, and blah, 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 blah. And there was nothing to watch on the televisions. I didn't want to watch any of the stuff that they had up there. So I was just sitting there thinking about
Mhm.
this, that, and the other thing. I have achieved maybe the all-time most isolated political views of any living human. Because I really like
Melts
Democrats
time.
and Republicans, and I really hate Democrats and Republicans. So where do I go with this?
You should have been on yesterday with Craig.
He sounded like a great guest, by the way.
Yeah, he's with an organization called Braver Angels, which in his own words is a terrible name.
Braver
There you
Angels.
go.
Because to me it sounds like some sort of fallen veteran thing or something like that. But they get people on the left and the right together and they just have a conversation, not a debate or anything
That's
like that.
wonderful. That's a great idea.
Because the idea is that both sides believe each other to be such inhuman demons at this point
Right.
that even being able to talk about like, what's your favorite candy bar is like insane to a lot of these people.
Yeah.
Because they don't even see them as like people anymore. They're just like this creature that does the exact opposite of what I want them to do. When in reality, that's not how it actually works.
Right. So basically, walking away from it, I would say I've reached that point where, like everything else, people just absolutely have to overdo it. They can't just have political views. They got to be the biggest and best political views of all time. And if you don't agree with me, you're wrong.
Well, why not go to the Braver Angels workship in whenever he said that was?
Yeah.
There you go.
Whenever he said
Anyone in the audience remember when he said that
And again,
was?
we ran into 15, 20 people that were listeners or viewers or whatever, or listened to the KQ morning show back then. Could not have been nicer people. There was not one jerk on the plane, was there? I don't think.
I didn't interact with that many people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I put on my noise canceling headphones. And
Antisocial. I love it. That's me.
I'm just like, leave me alone.
Bye.
Yeah, I've been cornered with the guy that wants to talk to you the entire time.
I love that
No,
guy.
and they every time I tried to like pay attention, because you were at the window, I was here, and he was on the aisle. And every time I tried to talk to you or deal with you, he's like whacking me like really hard. Hey,
like,
I need something else to tell you. I was just like, okay, sir.
Keep that over there,
Okay,
my friend.
sir.
Whoops.
Oh, good.
Please stop.
Thank you, Kim. Saturday in Egan is the Braver Angels workshop.
Look at that.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
Anyone
go.
out there who's wants to
Way to
bridge
go,
the partisan gap? There it is, Saturday in Egan.
That would be nice. It's
Good luck
actually,
to you.
it's a great idea, honestly.
It is.
It's overdue.
Yep. There's no question about that. Because I got to be honest with you, that's where I have kind of ended up for the rest of my life. Is just I like some Republicans. I like some Democrats. I hate some Republicans. I hate some Democrats. It's just the person.
May likes anyone who will pet her.
Yep,
Yeah,
May just likes
that's right.
everyone.
Why couldn't you just move on to a different
She's
subject?
apolitical. We love that.
She was going to go, and Tim's in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do have to go and get going. There's no question about it. Kristyn,
Diatribe.
we will talk to you next week.
See you all
Bye.
on Monday.
Good
Have a
to
good
see
one,
you.
guys.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break. Be right back in a couple of minutes. Who's with us now? Who?
I don't know. Someone.
We
Never
got
heard
a
of him.
special guest coming up
I
right
think his
now.
name is
Sure.
Tom Bammers. Or
Yeah, Tom
something
Bammers,
like that.
that's it. We'll be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let's talk about my bank, North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number, the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends. And again, they are my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th and France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people who know you by name and actually care about your finances. Not some AI chatbot. They also offer all the modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So why not settle for, basically the question is, why settle for less when you can bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Lemmy Tammers is now with us.
Uh-oh.
Are you
Mike's
muted?
not, but
There you are.
There
There
you
you
go.
All
go.
better.
yeah, there you go. Thank you. That's what we need.
Oh my God, he's got emergency messages.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
yeah, there you go.
Could you tell what I was saying when I was giving you the salute?
Yeah.
The one
No,
finger.
I love you guys. I would never do that to you.
Well, thank you.
Jokingly, of course. Jokingly, of course.
Jokingly. What's happening, Pally?
Well, I always step on this. Bradshaw and Bryant, did you want to do that now or
Well, I
later?
can do that now, certainly. Do I have to mention Michael Bryant's name, though?
No. Well, by saying that you have to. Do I have to? You actually did. So there you go.
It's true.
That's
Done.
It's too late now.
Ladies
And I
and
mentioned it again. Michael Bryant.
Yes. Timmy Lammers brought to you by Michael Bryant, Bradshaw, and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
There you go. There
Very
it is.
good.
Michael
I
Bryant.
love that jingle, man.
Beautiful.
There you have it.
I wonder if it's ever charted. We need to ask Mike if it was on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it did. You
Top
never know.
100.
It should win an award.
One never
Hopefully,
knows.
his website, of course, MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. So,
Yep.
Are there jingle awards? There must be.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's Clio Awards, CLIO.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's
CLIO.
advertising, though. So I don't know if that includes jingles, but you would almost think
You
so.
would think that there'd be
Yeah.
a jingle award. I mean, they give
Yes.
themselves awards for everything.
That's
so
true. Everything's got an award.
it'd be hard to believe that they
Yeah.
give a jingle
And then
award.
you got to remember folks like, I want to teach the world to sing.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow.
Oh,
That guy's the
really?
jingle king.
He was,
Ah.
yeah.
Or was, I should say, before music. I mean, he still
Yeah.
is. He's still around.
Mhm.
But I think he's going on his farewell tour. But yeah, that dude, he was famous for his jingles before he became a famous musician.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Would you say you're a fan of Low?
I guess I would because, and Lastman said that one time. I know back in the day on that other station, he said something about being a fan of Low. And I went to, my wife and I went to see him at the State Fair. And the
Oh,
positive energy that guy brought to that show.
That's nice.
It was awesome. I love that because, again, it's just about being positive. It's about having fun. You might not like his music. Some people would call it schmaltzy or whatever. Who cares? It
Yeah,
makes some
exactly.
people feel really, really good.
yep.
And that's different strokes for different folks. You don't like it, fine, but you don't have to dump on it either. And, I'm going to make a confession here. The Columbia Records Club that we all joined and never fulfilled our obligation.
Yes, true.
The first 8 tracks I got were of Barry Manilow.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I write the songs. This one's for you.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I love Manilow. I really do. But I saw an interview with him. Boy, he could not, maybe just because he's on tour or whatever, but he didn't sound that well.
oh, really?
Oh.
I mean, the voice
Oh.
just sounded, oh my God. But, people are also complaining about, I know Lastman, I don't know what he said, but I know Jordana Green, my friend on CCO, she knows somebody that saw Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
the last tour, because he's going to tour again, and thought, he sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
I think they blow their voices out.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, how can you sit there and do that, high screaming stuff
Absolutely.
and not end up with your voice just getting wrecked?
I'm pretty sure he's going to tour again now. And
Yeah.
Bon Jovi's not that old, is he?
No.
Considering that Mick and those guys are in their 80s still doing it. I mean,
Bon Jovi. Let's see. Well, I'm guessing you mean John Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Yes.
He's only 63.
Yeah.
So
I know, but
God.
that's a long time screaming.
that is true.
that's a long time screaming, but also a long time to his 80s if he wants to choose the Rolling Stones route or the Frankie
Yeah.
Valli route, who I think
Right.
is finally going to retire at age 96 or something.
96.
No, why stop now, though?
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
exactly.
Keep going,
All right.
honestly.
I'm going to run the test, see if you guys can win. Who is one of Bon Jovi's really good friends?
You.
Nope. I've met him.
Me.
Nope, not you either.
I'm sure
He's one of Bon Jovi's really, really good friends.
Tim Lammers.
No.
Oh, guess it.
No, I don't.
Well, I would say Lastman knows him, but that's as close.
You're
as
right. It's Lastman. Lastman knows him really well.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk all the time, and he goes and sees him, and Bon Jovi comes
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Everyone's guessing it, yep.
Everybody's guessing Lastman.
In the
Lastman.
chat,
Lastman.
Well,
Lastman.
You know, it's really cool. There is a docu-series on him, and part of it is, and the weird thing is, John didn't even know about it happening,
Yeah.
but they used part of the interview he did. Basically, you see Bon Jovi sitting on a tour bus, talking on a laptop like we're talking now, and he's being interviewed by Lastman on his St. Cloud stage.
YouTube has that interview.
Yeah. So, and Lastman, that's the funny thing is he didn't even know about it going into the documentary, but the whole point of it was, Bon Jovi, and in fact, during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Chip Hobarth, right?
Yep.
And Lastman were working in New York at that station, and Bon Jovi came in with a tape, and I don't know if people doubt it or whatever, but the sense that I got from this clip in this documentary was, okay, Bon Jovi got done with the interview. He says, yes, proof that story is true, which is kind of weird. I mean, I think it's pretty well established that that's how it happened for him. But it's cool. It's cool.
I must agree, no question about it.
So if you want to see a new movie this week,
I do.
I don't think you're going to want to see this one, but I have another one for you. The wide opener right this weekend in theaters right now is The Running Man.
Oh, the original?
Well, the original was 1987.
Yeah.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's
based on a 1982 book by Richard Bachman. And you're saying, well, who the hell's Richard Bachman? Richard Bachman is the pseudonym of Stephen King.
Yeah.
So Stephen King wrote this book in 1982, where in 1985, in the book in 2025, it's a future. We're in dystopia right now, according to Stephen King in 1982, where people are hungry. Actually the networks control society. The government and the networks control society, and they have these games where people are, no matter what the game is, they're in peril, some sort of peril. But the most dangerous one is The Running Man, where these criminals go out and try to survive for 30 days. And if they survive, they get to go free, and they win $1 billion new dollars. Now, what does a new dollar cost, or how does it relate to our dollars? I don't know. It's a lot of money. But what it's going to do is going to help Glenn Powell's character take care of his ailing 2-year-old daughter and his wife who can't make enough to treat her. It's gonna save her life. So that's why he does it. He's desperate. He can't get hired. He's a hothead. He gets fired for insubordination every job he has. And they like that spark of his, and they figured this is the sort of guy that can win this. So Killian, the executive producer of the show, played by Josh Brolin, talks Ben Richards, played by Glenn Powell, into being on this show. Now, in 1987, Schwarzenegger played Ben Richards, and it was a totally different movie. It was like more of a, not gladiator games, but they went on these obstacle courses. He was painted as a criminal or framed as a criminal, and he had to survive these gladiator-like figures like Jim Brown, the late, great Jim Brown, running back.
Right.
And we just talked about him last time. Jesse was one of the gladiators in the original Running Man.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I had no idea that was the case.
Yeah. So 2 movies at least he's been in with Arnold. The other one was Predator, of course.
Yeah.
But Patty and I checked out a little bit of the Running Man, the original, prior to me seeing this one.
Yeah.
Arnold isn't that good of an actor back then.
No.
He was never a very good
I was
actor,
gonna say,
unfortunately.
I mean, really.
It is like, what are you doing? You want me to shoot these innocent people? I am not going to do that. Oh
Actually,
my God.
that's one of the reasons
That's
he
it.
worked so well as the Terminator, because of
Yeah.
like the
Yep.
bizarre foreign way he acted. For American audiences, it made it look more like, it made it more believable that he was a robot from the future because he didn't act quite right.
Yeah, it's very one tone.
Mm-hmm.
I can
I'll
see
be
that.
back. That's where the whole I'll be back thing came up. But I will say, and first of all, I love Schwarzenegger. And if you see the documentary Arnold, 3-part documentary on Netflix, I mean, this guy is driven. This guy makes stuff happen. I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
He is really an amazing human being. And he's gotten better. I mean, in the last couple of years, he did a show on Netflix called FUBAR. It was a series,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
action comedy. He's really good in it. Kind of the same way that Sylvester Stallone is really good and really funny in Tulsa King. Arnold is
Right.
that way in FUBAR. So I think he's definitely improved. So yeah, I interviewed him for FUBAR season 2. This guy is guided by the power of positive thinking. I mean, he makes stuff happen. I mean, he's a really inspiring guy. So, I mean, maybe his acting isn't the best, but there's no question that this guy makes things happen. He sets his mind to it. He makes it happen. So anyway, neither here nor there. Does he have a cameo in The Running Man? All I will say is pay close attention to the movie. You don't hear any Arnold, but you might see Arnold. That's all.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. So I think this comes down to one of two things. Do you love the 1987 movie, as cheesy as it can be sometimes, as dated as it is sometimes, and you don't want to see a new version? Because this new one is not a remake of that version. This new one is based on Stephen King's book.
Mm-hmm.
So it really follows the movie, the plot of the book closely to a point. And there is one big change that he makes. So either fans of the original book are going to say, yeah, finally, or the fans of the 1987 are going to say, nah, I'm going to stay with Arnold. Personally, I just think it's entertaining. Edgar Wright, who directed it, did Baby Driver. He did Shaun of the Dead. A few other great movies. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I mean, he's really talented director. He does some interesting things with it that just visually make it different and it makes it more satirical. So just great storytelling. The acting is as good as you think it would be. Josh Brolin again is in it. He plays the Richard Dawson role. Richard Dawson played the game show host of the Running Man,
I remember that
version, whereas Brolin is the executive producer of the Running Man, and Coleman Domingo is the host, Bobby T, of the new Running Man show. And so, I mean, it follows the book, but it's funny. I don't know what year if they said what year this new one is in, but the book, it's set in 2025. The first movie was set in 2017, where they thought the world has gone to hell in a handbasket.
It's one of those, yeah.
Well, yeah, that was super common back then, is they'd make these dystopian futures, and it was always like in 15 years. It's like, maybe add a little bit more time just in case, so you don't look like an idiot, because we're all going to be around in 15 years, I would hope. So,
Well, if they do one thing, and let's just say for the sake of argument, I can't remember if they said at the beginning it was 2025. But one thing that's relevant in this movie that is definitely relevant today is this whole deep fake technology.
Oh, yeah.
And the way they use that deep fake technology to frame Ben Richards. He is a guy that is simply trying to save his family and save his daughter. And yeah, he's been an a-hole and been fired from jobs and stuff, but he's not a criminal. But once he gets on stage and they show some video from him, they make it sound like they deep fake him and make him sound like a really, really bad guy, because the audience needs somebody to root against. Because they got these 5 hunters looking for these people that want to kill them within this 30-day span. If he gets to the end, he wins $1 billion. He's free, essentially. So, yeah, I mean, I like the story from the book, but I also like the story from the original, the original movie, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I think it works.
We take a quick break. You got another 10 minutes, don't you?
Definitely. I want to get to a Minnesota-made movie when we come back.
Is it Dead Winter or whatever?
No, that is one, but I don't even know if it's filmed here. This one is actually filmed here.
It was not filmed here.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was filmed in Finland, I think.
That makes no sense.
No,
Well,
that's what
cheaper there.
somebody said.
I guess
don't know if
it
that's
must
right.
be. That's weird. Well, all right then.
Anyway,
Time to go to break. Here we go.
Mhm. Okay. We're going to go to break then, right?
Oh, I only have the live spot.
No, we just, we were just talking and now we can go to the break. Okay, I'm going to play the break.
Anyway.
I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot. Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to us, your children, everybody, as a matter of fact. Your customers are even listening to us, which is great news. They'll hear you promote your business, which is fantastic. Tom Bernard Podcast kind of basically takes care of thousands of people, a lot of listeners who are loyal. They're engaged, ready to support businesses. You can talk to our advertisers. They support those businesses. It's wonderful. Our podcast has numerous business, a lot of traffic showing up, that kind of thing, sales, brand recognition. We're not just about ads, we're about results. Whether you're a local business, maybe a national brand, we offer custom packages to going to fit your unique needs and goals. And by the way, that's a very important thing. A lot of goals are very unique to the business. That's very important. Here's the deal. Our audience spends lots and lots and lots of time and lots of money allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show and passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness. Very important. So here's the deal. All you have to do to make customers and sales and hop on board. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I have a question for Timmy.
Yes.
Stephen King is that guy that he wrote a bunch of horror novels, right? And he lives in the Northeast somewhere.
In Maine, yes.
In Maine, yeah, that's where he lives.
He's the guy who wrote It and
right.
What's the other famous one that he did?
The Shining.
The Shining, yeah.
Red Zone. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff.
I just saw an interview with him about a week ago, maybe not even a week ago, like 5-6 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with him?
You could ask that question 40 years ago and it would have been relevant.
He raises a lot of hell. I know that. But I will also say, as someone who doesn't read a terrible amount of books, and I know I should, his books, maybe this is one of the things that's like, why do I got to bother reading? Because it's taking this guy forever to get to the point.
I know I don't like his books, but they sell hugely. People love them.
Well,
I don't like them.
The only thing that I actually got through was a novella, it was 4 stories in a book called Different Seasons. And 2 of those were made into movies. One of them was called The Body, which turned into Stand By Me. And the other one is called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, which became The Shawshank Redemption.
Mm.
Those are short stories. So he gets to the point quicker, So yeah, I'm not a fan of his writing, but he's still around and he's got to be making tons of cash, with his stuff is still being, now Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry is a prequel, which he didn't write, but it's based on his It movies. So yeah, I'm sure he's.
Is it good? Is that show good?
It's freaky as all hell.
Okay, we'll have to watch it.
It's scary. It's really good. It's on HBO Max.
Excellent.
I want to just note, Benson noted in the chat that he didn't think that the Running Man ends on a happy note. You are correct. It does not.
Mm.
The book does not. And hence one of the big changes in both movies.
Oh.
So just a little tip off there. I mean, that's Hollywood for you, though, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, clearly Stephen King doesn't have the sort of clout to say this needs to be straight up the way I wrote it or forget
Yeah.
about it. No, it's like, oh, okay, I'll give in. You can change that if you want.
Is
King.
is Running Man? I'll buy that for $1, or is that?
No. It's interesting you mentioned that, Andy,
It
because
sounds very similar.
that is, I'll buy that for $1 is in RoboCop.
RoboCop. That's what it is. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, and what's interesting, one thing I thought about watching this movie, Edgar Wright, who did again Shaun of the Dead, he has a great style of filmmaking. He's really he does a movie called One Night in Soho, which I thought was terrific a couple of years ago. Not nearly received as well as his other films, but the satirical tone that you get with the commercials and the news stories and everything like that in this movie remind me of the satire you get in RoboCop.
Yeah.
And that's what I really liked about this movie the most, was it had that sort of weird futuristic sort of dystopian satire. It's hard to describe, but again, it's interesting that you mentioned that I'll buy that for $1, which is a line in some sort of commercial or promo for some show that's in RoboCop.
Yeah, it's a game show. I think it's a game show that's very similar to the Running Man thing.
There
It's one of those like
There you go.
kill or be killed game shows in the dystopian future that were like, so everyone in the world thought that in 30 years game shows were just going to be gladiator combat again.
Right.
Yeah, and that is, there's a movie called Battle Royale, right?
Yep.
And then there's the Hunger Games. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously this is not a new theme. The Most Dangerous Game. I mean, it's been around forever, and I mean, I guess it just kind of comes down to what kind of creative spin can you put on it. And I think that, in 1987, obviously things weren't going through wash, rinse, and repeat as often.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt fresh. Now it's so stale. But again, the Edgar Wright spin is pretty cool. I personally like this. As bad as Arnold can be on that one, I kind of just prefer that one still. I didn't read the book. I've read enough about the book to know how it pans out. So yeah, it's So I think if the biggest fans of this movie will be the fans of the book. How big that fan base is, I don't know. We'll find out. The box office isn't doing too well.
That's what I hear. Yeah, that's what I hear.
It is not doing well at all. So we'll find out. So
what's interesting about that though? That was predicted 35 years ago that television was going to change completely, which it has. It's completely different. That radio would disappear. Well, it hasn't disappeared yet, but it's not doing anywhere near as well as it used to. Then we ran down all of these things like 25 years ago that were going to completely change. And when you look back 25, 30 years ago, you could see that coming. What are people going to need with, this, that, and the other thing? They hadn't projected. AI came along when, Andy, like 20 years ago?
The kind of AI that you're thinking of now, like that can converse with people and make that sort of, no, that's like 5 years old.
Yeah, it's only like 5 years
actually,
old, right?
Yeah. It's actually pretty new.
But it was so amazing to watch all that stuff that there are all these things that happen and you go through life and people do this and that and the other thing. It's weird how much I look back 20 years and look at how much everything has changed in 20 years.
Well, I mean, the song Video Killed the Radio Star is almost 50 years old.
Yeah, it is.
And the worst video on MTV.
Yeah, people have been predicting this sort of thing for quite some time.
No kidding. Well, I tell you what's going to save it. Save movies, whether it be in the theater, whether it be
on an airplane.
On an airplane. No. I hope this movie plays everywhere. And yes, I am biased because I am from Minnesota, born and bred. But this actress named Marissa Coughlan produced, wrote, and stars in a movie that's coming out in limited release today in Minnesota called Blue-Eyed Girl. It is playing, I got to plug them because it's only playing in 2 places. In the Man Theaters, Tommy.
Really?
We love the Man Theaters.
I do.
In the Man 4 in Edina, and the Man 15, the Grand 15, Plymouth Grand 15. It's a Man.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. This is an independent production. Marissa's been in the business a long time, but she wrote this picture. And like I say, she produced it, filmed mostly in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities area.
Twin Cities area, Excelsior, Wayzata, and Columbia Heights.
There you go.
Which
So,
is
very local.
really, really cool. Now, is a movie going to make it just on that? No. You have to have a great story. And what she's put together is a great story.
Really?
And the reason it's a great story is it's completely relatable. I've said this before. It's either you are one of these people or you know one of these people. And to me, and it doesn't matter what kind of movie it is, you got to have some sort of relatability.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular case, Marissa plays, this is loosely based on her life. She's plays an actress in LA, just kind of getting by. She's doing like background voices and pictures and stuff like that.
She's the Walla.
Yeah. So she gets a call from one of her sisters. She said, "It's Dad. You got to come home." Dad is bipolar. His wife died 8 years prior to Marissa, her character's mother, gets home, and he attempted to take his own life. So there are 3 sisters. Marissa plays one of them. Eliza Coop, and there's one other, Bridie Elliott, who play the sisters. And they are like 3 sisters who are at each other all the time. And it's really funny stuff, but it's really relatable. Anybody who has siblings knows that you get in a fight with your siblings, but there's a lot of different things at play here. One of them is the father, played expertly. I mean, this guy is great. Jeff Bridges gets a lot of the notices, but Beau Bridges is a hell of an actor.
He is.
Yep. Dad in this movie, and he is terrific. The cast is terrific. And so what the dilemma that's going on is, you got the father who's ailing. You have the infighting between the sisters because their lives have gone in different directions. There's some jealousy there. Some are more successful than others. Others disapprove of the directions that their siblings' lives have taken, that sort of thing. And then Marissa's character, she is married with 2 kids. She comes back by herself. She gets reacquainted with her old high school boyfriend, who is also married with kids. And sparks kind of seem to fly, but they know enough to keep the distance. So, you have that dilemma going on as well. So really, I mean, I think that she really weaves in all these great storylines. And again, to me, the great part about it is that, yes, it's serious, but there's some romance in it. And it's got a sense of humor too, which is really, really important to any movie. Because obviously, if you want real life is sad, real life is funny, real life is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just a basic human story that is kind of lost in the wash, rinse, repeat landscape of Hollywood today. Because you get sequels, you get remakes, you get all that sort of stuff. Give me a story that I can emotionally engage in, and this is that movie.
I like this little bit of trivia from Margaret. Beau Bridges was the one who said "unusually sexy" on KQ.
Yes.
The first thing you think of when you hear Beau Bridges is him saying that.
Unusually.
I saw somebody up, I don't know, on the chat. I don't remember, sorry, who it was. They said something about Poker Face being canceled.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
well, this year was terrible.
I
mean, it's just like, it was seriously, it's like, are you doing an iPhone? Who is writing? What's going on?
Oh, yeah, that was Margaret, too. They canceled Poker Face.
Yeah, it was not good this year.
Yeah, after 2 seasons, and the word on the street, or at least the Hollywood trades, are saying Rian Johnson, who does the Knives Out movies, and he produces this, is trying to shop it somewhere else. But without what is her name that's in it? Natasha Lyonne.
Oh,
she's the whole show.
And they're going to replace her with Peter Dinklage.
What?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Natasha said I've had enough. I don't know.
The whole concept of it is that she has a bullshit detector and can tell when people are lying.
Right.
That's the whole concept of the
Yep.
show.
Yeah, well, maybe Peter Dinklage has one too. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe the way they
Hollywood.
replace characters on TV. Maybe it's like, well, this is her brother or something. Who knows? Who knows?
All I know is the writing this year is just absolutely god awful.
It is.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, again, terrific writing, relatable story. And it's a short movie, Tom. 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Like it.
Playing at the Man 4 and the Plymouth Grand 15, which is also a Man Theater. Blue Eyed Girl. Now, if you can, and I'm not suggesting you wait, see it on the big screen if you can. Support our local filmmakers.
Yep.
It is coming out on video on demand next week. So you'll have one or two opportunities, and I'll bring it up again next week if you don't catch it in theaters. But I'm not going to do you dirty, Tom, like I did with Frankenstein. I will go see this, and I think that you will hopefully say, you know what, that was worth seeing.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, and it feels Minnesotan, they don't go down the whole you betcha route, nothing like that. But obviously, you recognize the area, and they make it clear that it is Minnesota. I mean, she flies into the MSP, and you can see different landmarks and the vistas of Minnesota in it. And so it feels like home, and I'm always proud of our local filmmakers. I mean, it's not an easy thing to get a picture made. And of course, I'm friends and they've both been on the show. Adam Schindler and Brian Netto.
Sure.
I have been on the show. And so I love it when local filmmakers do good in the business and do us Minnesotans proud.
I agree. No question about it. All right, Pally, any closing thoughts?
No, just that it mentioned quickly. I think Tulsa King and Mayor of Kingstown are as good as they've ever been. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Kathryn doesn't like Tulsa King's second season as much. I know that.
No.
The one with Robert Patrick. Because this is season 3 or 2? 3.
3. I'm sorry.
And he's in the liquor business now?
Yeah, I don't think it's as good, but
Robert Patrick is one evil SOB in this one, though.
Yeah.
He is effing evil. But the Mayor of Kingstown, holy God, is that?
Yeah, that is a good series, but it is depressing.
It certainly is.
In the mood for it.
It's real, People. That's the problem. You want to escape.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't the route you want to take.
Yeah, it's a gritty underbelly sort of stuff. It's like you got to be in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugh Dillon, who is the co-showrunner, or I don't know if he's a showrunner, co-creator with Taylor Sheridan. He grew up in that sort of city in Kingston, Ontario, and the same sort of prison industry town or area of town that is this. Because I don't think there's a real Kingstown, Michigan. So I think that's why the show is so damn realistic. And it went down a real tragic route, I think in episode 2, and they address it in 3. So yeah, I think it's a terrific show.
We do too. Absolutely. All right. We'll talk to you next week, Pally.
All right. Have a great weekend. We'll talk next Friday.
Bye.
Yeah.
Jimmy Lammers brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant. Michael Bryant from Bradshaw and Bryant. We'll take a break, be right back, and wrap it up right after this.
The salespeople at the Valley dealerships watch the traffic whizzing by. Probably to the Mall of America or a Super Target. It's the holidays. People aren't thinking about buying cars. Being sales professionals who enjoy the human interchange as much as the sale, they're edgy. They've only each other and they're tired of hearing the same jokes and stories repeated. Now, Valley has never used the word sale in its advertising. Their salespeople set their own prices. Come to a Valley store now and you have a sale, born of sheer loneliness. Want to talk about new GMCs, the Vikings quarterback situation, maybe the new Taylor Swift album? They don't care. They're salespeople, they're extroverts, they're desperately bored, and you're a new face. Just one request from Brett Paul of the Valley stores.
I'm begging. If you're working with one of my staff during the holidays, please don't ask to see any pictures of their kids. Just play fair.
Create your own holiday sale on a new Buick or GMC at a Valley store in Apple Valley or Hastings today.
Can't get enough Tom Bernard podcast? Looking for a vessel to contain your beverages? Not bad. Perhaps a hat or a hoodie to keep you warm in the cold months and looking cool in the warm months. We've even got luggage with our logo on it, so you can show people overseas what they're missing out on. If any of this sounds like your kind of thing, simply head over to tombernardpodcast.com, click on the merch button, and shop away.
I have noticed that it's been generating more like
not
EDM
terrible.
sounding stuff.
Yeah.
This AI music generator.
Really?
I have it just set to rock, but this sounds like something from like Descent or something. Not that I'm
That doesn't
complaining.
sound very rocky.
No, it doesn't.
No.
So, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Well, let's see. We got one more week to go until Thanksgiving week.
That's exactly right.
Which
Yes,
is
and we're off that whole week.
Yes, we are.
That's what, the 27th, right? Thursday the 27th is Thanksgiving.
Yep, it sure is.
So there you have it.
And then
So
it's
it'll be
December. My goodness.
I know, it's December.
It is December, right around the corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, the days are already so short that
Yeah.
Ethan is confused. Because we're getting home after sunset, and he's not used to that.
Oh, I suppose,
Where do
yeah.
you guys go? Oh, for
Well, I mean,
his
sunset's like
karate
4:30.
thing?
Yeah, so yeah, we get home at 5:00, and it's already sunset. It's twilight by then. And he's like, but sunset is supposed to be like at night.
No.
Because he doesn't remember last winter very well, because
Well,
he was
no, and
yeah.
he'll forget about it again.
Most likely
he's 4.
at 4 you start remembering things decently,
A little bit.
but yeah, I don't know about just constantly.
All right, that is going to do it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Oh, not tomorrow. Monday.
Monday, yes.
Sorry, I forgot. I keep thinking it's Thursday. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
you traveled on a very odd day
Yeah.
to travel.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. All right, we'll talk to you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this was before. Every time I hear the singing reminds me how you talking.